Hello everybody, welcome to Cooking with the RN here on YouTube. My name is Chad Newton, a registered nurse in Philadelphia, and today I'm going to be making some souse. Have you ever made souse? Souse is a Caribbean delicacy, and you know what? It might be used and eaten in other parts of the world too, because one time I was reading a book and I saw the word souse in there, and it was not a Caribbean book. So souse is Caribbean pig feet or cow foot, all right? Yes, there's meat in those things. And it is seasoned. As you can see, I have the cow foot here. This is the cow foot. And I have onions, I have some chives, aka green onions, I have some hot pepper, and I have some salt. And so I'm going to show you how I make souse, okay? So I hope you will stay tuned as I show you the process of doing it. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is just get the meat seasoned. So you see the cow foot here, and all I'm going to do is put about a teaspoon of salt or so, maybe a little more than a teaspoon of salt, into the cow foot, all right? And I'm going to shake that up in my pot. Just shake it up. And it's seasoned, you know? And you can hear my kettle boiling. So I'm gonna take my hot water from my kettle and just boil down the cow foot. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt to the cow foot, and I'm gonna add some cooking oil. That'll help soften it a little bit, okay? So I'm just gonna cover that up and let that boil. Let that boil. Alright, so next what you're going to see me do is get my vegetables ready, my seasonings ready rather. Souse is the pig feet or the cow foot, but it has to be, as you know, it's boiling. But at the same time, it has to be in like a water. So I'm going to pour some water from my filter here. And I'm going to start cutting up the vegetables, the seasoning. So first I'll start with the onion. I'm just going to slice up my onion and cut it up into some nice little squares, okay? And that'll go in the water. So I'll demonstrate for you as I go along. So I'm just cutting it up in nice squares, not too big, not too small. Although some people don't like big chunks of onion, you know? But so I'm going to cut that up. And some of them came out big, some of them came out a little small, so I'm just gonna cut that one more time just to make sure all of the pieces of onions are behaving the same way that I like. As always, as you're cutting your stuff, make sure you cut carefully. So I'm gonna put the onion in the water. Alright? It's only a little bit of water for now. But I'll add more later. Then I have my chives or green onions, right? So some of it is a little wilted, so I'm going to cut off the wilted parts. Let me work with it one by one. Yeah, I got that from the Caribbean market and it's delicious. I love the green onions. The green onions give the souse a nice flavor and a nice smell. When you eat your souse is, as you know, smell and taste are linked. So when you smell your souse seasoning, that gets your taste buds going. And when you taste your souse seasoning, that's even better. So I'm almost done sort of cleaning up the wilted parts. Alright, let me put them all back on the cutting board and I'm gonna start to cut them up nice and small, not too big. There's a little bit of the wilted stuff that's left, but that's okay. You know what I notice about how they store the green onions or chives in the store? They had it on ice. They had it in like a bucket of ice. So I think I'm gonna try to adopt that because, hey, they always say The way your food is stored in the store is the way that your food should be stored at home. So if you're not going to use the green onions immediately, which I didn't, I had it stored here by the sink for a couple of days, but I kept putting ice on it in a glass of water, in a cup of water, and that kind of worked out nicely. So you see how much green onions I have? I'm going to put it in the Souse water, and you might be able to hear my kettle because I always have a kettle going. It's always good to have hot water going in the background. Alright, so now I'm going to just pour this in here, okay? So my sauce is boiling, so I'm going to sprinkle some paprika into the sauce water. This is the hot water, just for a little bit of color. Because sauce can be a little gray, and I don't like that. So I'm just putting a little bit of paprika for the color. So next I'm going to start preparing my peppers. So these are hot peppers. You know, I love my hot peppers. So I'm just gonna peel a few of them, take the stalks off, of course, and then I'm going to slice them up real good. Slice these peppers up, and they're gonna go in the sauce water. Peppers are the food of the soul. I once learned that people who use hot peppers are less likely to get sick. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna slice this up real good and not slice my fingers while I'm doing it. Remember, these are hot. So as you can see, the sauce water is kind of filling up fast. So I'm going to add some more sauce water. This is, of course, from my filtered water. And again, I'm going to continue to slice up my peppers. And these peppers will go in the sauce water. And, you know, this is not for... this kind of stuff is not for the weak. Alright, when you start to eat your sauce and your sauce is hot and spicy, you know, it'll make you cry. It's not for the weak, so that's what makes it even more exciting. So I'm just putting all of that in my sauce water. And it's a wonderful process. Yeah, as little kids we would love this stuff, you know. Our parents would let us try it out, try the sauce, and of course we would run to the faucet to get some water because that thing is so spicy and hot. But you know, something you definitely remember as a little kid. And I think I will use all the pepper, but I'm not 100% certain. I'm also going to put some garlic in that sauce water. So I'm just peeling my garlic now, and I'm gonna put that all in the sauce water. So one by one, I'm going to crush up my garlic like this. There's the garlic. Just move that closer for you to see a little better, and just squeeze it in there. It's all about flavor, right? All about flavor. Eventually the sauce will be sitting in this water and it'll give it even more flavor. The sauce will have its own, you know, the meat will have its flavor and the seasoned water will have its flavor. Notice I didn't put any salt in it yet because I'm not sure if I want to. I have to taste the sauce itself, which I did put salt in, to see just how salty the sauce is, and then I'll know if I want to put some more water, more salt in this mixture. So let me mix this up real nice so you can see. And that's a nice green sauce, not true? Beautiful. So I'm gonna cut up the rest of the peppers. I'm just stirring the sauce. The cow foot has reduced quite a bit. You can see that the paprika has made the sauce quite orange. And the best way to know if this thing is ready to be eaten is to taste it. So what I will do is I will taste a little bit of it to see if it's ready to eat. So I have tasted the sauce that was cooking, and that took about maybe 25 minutes, not much. And I have decided that it is ready to eat. So I'm gonna drain the sauce in the sink. Okay. Not all of the water though. So that's the sauce. As I said, it comes out a little gray. But that's the sauce right there. I drained most of the water from the sauce that the sauce cooked in. And then I'm gonna transfer it over to the sauce water, the other one. Alright, so the cooking process for the meat, the cow foot, is over. And as I told you, I drained most of the water from the cow foot. So I'm going to pour this into the sauce water that I made. Alright, so my pot is done here, and I'm going to just move this a little closer. As you can see, I did not use all the pepper because I tasted the sauce water and I determined that it was spicy enough. So what I'm going to do now is just stir in the sauce. The sauce is going to be in that nice seasoning right there, right? In the sauce water that I made with the green onions or chives, the regular onions, the hot peppers, and you know, I think it looks pretty good. I would say that I would add a little bit more cold water to this. So I'm just gonna add some more cold water. But this is wonderful and flavorful with the garlic, and I think it looks pretty good. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna make myself a bowl. Make myself a little bowl of sauce, so you can see. So I have my ladle. This is a festive kind of thing. You know, you get yourself a bowl of sauce by the side of the road on a nice day, and everybody's just hanging out, talking, and laughing. And this is my cow foot sauce. Let me just get some more of that red pepper there. Maybe next time I'll make pig foot sauce, you see? It's delicious and wonderful, and all you do is you grab a spoon and you start to taste it. Hot, hot, and spicy. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge. This can stay in the regular fridge, and of course, it's good for days and days and days, and it's just a wonderful thing. So I hope you enjoyed watching Cooking with the RN one more time here on YouTube. My name is Chad Newton, a nurse in Philadelphia. Please subscribe to the channel if you feel like this is something you want to see more often, and tell your friends about it and share it with your friends, okay? My name is Chad Newton. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.